in my life is you. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. This same year I gotta make you my wife, because you got the qualities of a virtuous woman. You're all I need in my life. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever, baby. You. This is based on a true love story. You know it's me, Quincy Anderson. Love is in the air, I swear. Yeah, love for you is true, baby. Only you will do more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever, baby. You. Rough cut. Yeah, no. Love is in the air, I swear. You're all I need in my life. Only you can do. Since the first time I saw you, it was love from the very first sight. And since then, your love keeps haunting me. I know you can see it, and the whole world knows it. My love for you is true and pure. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever, baby. You, I don't want for me. Your lips are so good, your touch is so good, you're beautiful, baby. I want you to know that I really care. I want you to know that I have no fear. I want you to know that my love is true, and all I really need in my life is you. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. This same year I gotta make you my wife, because you got the qualities of a virtuous woman. You're all I need in my life. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money or gold. I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever, baby. You. This is based on a true love story. You know it's me, Quincy Anderson. Love is in the air, I swear. Yeah, my love for you is true, baby. only you will do. More than money or gold, I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money or gold, I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. Baby, you rough cut. Yeah, no. Love is in the air, I swear. You're all I need in my life, only you can do. Since the first time I saw you, it was love from the very first sight. And since then, your love keeps haunting me. I know you can see it, and the whole world knows it. My love for you is true and pure. I love you more than money or gold, I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money or gold, I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. Baby, you are the one for me. Your lips are so good, your touch is so good, you're beautiful, baby. I want you to know that I really care. I want you to know that I have no fear. I want you to know that my love is true, and all I really need in my life is you. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. This same year I gotta make you my wife, because you got the qualities of a virtuous woman. You're all I need in my life. I love you more than money or gold, I love you more than my own soul. Every day my love for you gets stronger, and I wanna be with you forever. I love you more than money. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real, and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts, facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy, the girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know this chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government walking. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. Big government working, 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 big government working. Don't mix me with politics. I use the guy in his critics. I just want the country fix. Man, I come play some kicks. Can leave the bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still give it some licks. The government working. 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 The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. Show them little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them the little finger. Government working. The 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 government working. Now don't mix me. Don't mix me. Don't mix me. The government working. I don't do politics. Just get Jackie, right? Get Jackie.
Good morning to you, and welcome down to another episode of Livewire. It is the 7th of the 6th month, 2024. Happy to be here with you guys for yet another episode. Got quite a few things for us to discuss this morning. Nevertheless, before I get started, I want to remind you, at least the men out there, and women are invited to, guys, come out on June 15th for the Pre-Father's Day walk. Right, there'll be prizes for the groups. They'll be starting from the Human Services and Social Security Ministry, heading north into Camp Street and then west into the National Park. Right, there is no registration fee. There is no registration process. If you'd like to take part in the event, all you do is show up on the day in your group or by yourself or however you roll in, and we roll in. You understand? We roll in. Right, if you guys would like to probably, and mind you, they'll be there at 6. I think that's the assembly time at 6 a.m. There'll also be booths from the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Labor, the Board of Industrial Training, and the Men on Mission should be there as well. This event is supported by iSecure Security Services. Right, if you'd like to make a donation of water, some juice, or some snacks, you can get Randy Shepard on 625-7358, or you can get on to Calvin Roberts at 602-5026, 602-5026. Right, this is the Pre-Father's Day Men's Walk, and we supported men, you know, and that kind of good stuff. Right, give Randy and Calvin a call and get on board with this event. Right. Morning to all the persons tuned in already across the diaspora and the 10 administrative regions of Guyana, and especially those who locked in on the live here already. Derek Drupal, morning to you. Vina Ramkaran, Jonah Bijan joining us from Canada. Anthony Wong from France joining us. Mohammed Isaf joining us from Toronto, Canada. Inderpal Narayan from Minnesota. Salome Suku, good morning to you. Sherry Ramdai, good morning to you, joining us from France as well. Camille Narayan joining us from Minnesota. Alan Khan, Hanuman Prem Kumar, morning to you. Faisal Ghani, Sherwin Siram, Shakila Brijlal, Ram Narayan Singh, Ganesh Bharat, Rahima Marali, Betty Chris, Bibi Kalicharan, Pam Singh, morning to you, and Trevor Deshaun Abrams, morning to you. Morning to Zoe, morning to Miss Rita, morning to the baby, morning to Mr. Little. Rajinder Singh, morning to you. Rohina Lal Rose from Prashad. Eddie Ragnar, Captain Michael Captain. Sunil Raghubir, morning to you. Sally Jones, Nirmala Allen joining us from Barbados. Joseph Satar, morning to you. Who else do we have here? Henry Jagdio. None other than the Eunice Raghubir. The birthday week is finally, well, coming to an end. We can celebrate till Sunday, so we still wishing you a happy birthday, Eunice. I hope you had an enjoyable week. Yamona Prasad, Well, I get another Yamona here. But morning to you, Yamona, Sophia Khan, and Hill, Ronald Martindale, Montiaz Ali, Leroy Mangal joining us from NYC, Balwan Dioraj, Miss Bob joining us from Mocha, Karen De Silva Ali, good morning to you, Lynette Sarju, Mazo Inshan, Richard Stanislas, Ramish Prasad, Ronald Jones, big up yourself, Jasoda Budram, Marisha Sami, Leslie Mongol, Data Nandalal, Chitra Sukraj, Dale Henry, Jamila Kayum, Dunan Suku. Morning to all of you. Philip Diabru, Rennie Prasad, Duraj Nat, Dial Sukram. Morning, Malcha. Well, I call you before Malchan. Tulsi Ram Chedi, Maureen Razio, Babita Sims, Aliyah Mohammed. Morning, Raj Prasad, Raj Prasad. Joining us from Queens, New York. Big up yourself. Who we got here? Savita Sukraj, morning to you. Rajendra Mahes, Norman Aziz, Jane from St. Martin. Big up yourself. Morning to you. I hope all is well with you. I know you're here for a short trip, but hopefully we'll get to meet when you're back here for an extended period. Arjun, morning to you. Philip Graves, Andy, Jean Cornelius, Ella Bagmati, morning to you. Danaram Budu, morning to you. Sarah Mosley, boy, Seasonary Samaru, Isaac Ramcharan, morning to you. Lola Gomes, Krista Kurpasad. Chris, bye. Oh my goodness, Banner, you donate some jersey and put me in a whole session by. Oh my goodness, these people is trouble. Anyway, we moving forward. Oh goodness. We moving forward. On with the content for today. Now, folks, as you know, Vice President Dr. Jagdeo had his press conference yesterday. Hilton Sue, Rudolph Sarju, morning to you too. And he touched on quite a number of issues. And last night as well, we had the launching of the International Building Expo. Steve Chan, big up yourself from Zilat Essequibo. East Bank Essequibo, right? So we had the launching of Building Expo last night at the Ramada Hotel. And I think this is the layout that that will be at the National Stadium there in the parking lot area for Building Expo 2024. And Mr. Greaves, Minister of Housing, the Honorable Colin Crowell, Minister within the Ministry of Housing, Susan Rodriguez, all those persons who are on hand for this launching of Building Expo 2024. And it was quite a festive time. A lot of persons, well, okay, let me get to the a lot of persons. A lot of persons in attendance. And you know, these two ministers are let me be careful. These two ministers are two of the most hardworking ministers in the cabinet. All of them just work hard, but these two put in some extra effort. And Mr. Greaves as well, he has been fulfilling his mandate as CEO of the Central Housing and Planning Authority. And this is just to give you an idea of, am I going back? Oh, wanted to know. Thought I passed those photos already. This is just to give you an idea of, what took place last night, who was in attendance and that kind of thing. Really nice atmosphere. And as we know, the Business Expo, the Building Expo, the International Building Expo, I should say, has been acclaimed across the Caribbean as the largest building expo in this hemisphere. And we were expecting nothing more than what we usually expect from the Ministry of Housing, and that's the best, especially when it comes to this event. A lot of new technology in terms of home construction and that kind of thing. This information is made available to the Guyanese public, so they're better able and better equipped when they're ready to build their homes in terms of having options that are good and the best options that are the most viable options, I should say, for them, right? So again, like I said, the International Building Expo was launched last evening, and it was a spectacular affair at the Ramada. Hotel on the East Bank. A lot of diplomats and dignitaries in attendance, government officials as well. So, it was a good look. See Minister McCoy, Minister Walleran also at the event here, interacting and stuff. Minister Prague. Somebody messaged me the other day about my pronunciation of Minister Prague's name. Parag. That's what the guy said I have to say. Parag. Not Prague. Parag. I can check with her before a thing though. Thanks to the update though, who I can't remember who you were. But yeah, just some more scenes from the launch last night there. It's look like Carla Daniels. Right? So this was Building Expo launch last evening. And I must give a shout out to the Ministry of and Water, their staff. Because they work extremely hard. These guys work extremely hard. Right? These guys work extremely hard. I mean, if you go to a Dream Realized event, the Ministry of Housing staff, they get there and they don't stop until sometime wee hours into the night. The last one that they had, I know that the staff were there since I think about 9 or 10 in the morning. And I got a call from an Alati who was very surprised that she was there at 10:30 in the night and the ministry staff still working through to make sure that those persons were allotted, So hats off to the Ministry of Housing and Water staff and the staff of the Central Housing and Planning Authority for the excellent job that you guys have been doing in, advancing the housing sector and the government's housing agenda, under the leadership of Minister Crowell and Minister Rodriguez as well. Right? Great. Good. We finished with that. We got to get on to other things. We know a thing can be a Safi program. We got to touch on some things. Oh my goodness. These people terrible. Anyway, Renetta Small, morning to you. Wazim Nabi, morning to you. Gomati Singh, morning. Soma B Pat, morning. Y'all see these flyers? Have y'all seen these flyers? And did you take a time? Many of you might not have, but did anybody take the time to read through any of them to see, well, what it really saying? What is it really saying? And what are these flyers telling us about the internal operations of the PNC? Pam, you is trouble. Look, before I continue, I see Pushram Kishore, according to Heinz, Negro must go. He's sending back the Negro to Africa. So yesterday, during the Vice President's press conference, I heard the reporter saying the N-word, right? The N-word. Now, we all know what the N-word is. So I was like, what? How Negro turned into the N-word? You understand? And that is the kind of fear and the mental games that these people play with Guyanese. So they have, again, I reiterate, morning Tracy Martindale, moved away from the real issue, the transmitting and the circulating of the threatening language towards the president and high-level government officials, and turning it into Negro. I was glad that the vice president highlighted that he has signed documents by Nigel Hughes over the years where the term was used and no mention was made from Nigel Hughes. You understand me? So this N-word thing for Negro, nonsense. We know what the N-word means. You understand? So Nigel Hughes can't smoke and mirrors anybody to to try to remove the wrong that Kadaki involved himself in. And I reiterate here, it is their law. The PNCR, APNU, AFC passed that law. The PVP has not amended it or touched it in any way. They left it. That's what y'all put, left it. Now their own people are violating the law and they don't want to face the consequences. Nonsense, sir. Nonsense, Nigel Hughes. You can't deflect or gaslight anybody to believing that the issue is male Negro. No, the issue is what Kodaki broadcasts on his program. And according to the law that the AP and UAFC implemented, voted into the law books, he violated the law. Let the courts decide how it's going to go. You understand? Now back to this guy Roysdale here. Let me come back to Roysdale. Trouble. So like I said, I saw these flyers out. And in the lead up to the upcoming PNCR Congress, the atmosphere is rife with anticipation and potential for chaos as candidates gear up to vie for the leadership positions. Roysdale Ford, a prominent candidate, has laid out an ambitious post-Congress action plan, right? Emphasizing on the themes of regroup, refocus, rebuild. Now, his platform addresses significant reforms and strategies to enhance the party's cohesion and accountability, right? While promising and almost hinting at the underlying tension and challenges within the party. Well, I should say promoting. Now, Ford's plan to establish a reconciliation committee, and again, I ask you guys to, when you have time, read through these flyers so that you can understand clearly where I'm coming from, right? Now, Ford's plan to establish a reconciliation committee highlights the existing fractures within the PNCR. We need to reconcile if all y'all in the same boat. Now, the committee's role will be to engage members, resolve conflicts, and suggest solutions. This initiative is crucial as it acknowledges the need for internal healing and unity. So if they're not one in the party, what are they going to do in government? The very existence of such a committee indicates deep-seated issues that could erupt into conflicts during the Congress. Now, the push to revive dormant party groups suggests areas of neglect and discontent that could fuel discord as various factions vie for attention and resources. So, Roysdale, I don't know where you're trying to go and lead there, but y'all got some serious problems. Now, let's look at the refocus aspect of Mr. Ford's post-Congress plan. Now, the focus on mentoring, I should say, and empowering women within the party underscores a drive to modernize and diversify the party's base. Ford's proposal to establish a mentorship program for the Guyana youth and student movement, more commonly known as the GYSM, aims to transfer political wisdom and institutional knowledge to the youth. I wonder if you could use them terms with the PNC, political wisdom and institutional knowledge. Well, the institutional knowledge, yes. The knowledge about rigging and bad governance, that's institutional knowledge that they can pass down. You understand me? But political wisdom, we're transferring there. What are you transferring there? Now, while a special fund for the National Congress of Women aims to support female empowerment, these initiatives, while progressive, could lead to clashes between traditionalists and reformists within the party. Now, the generational and the ideological divides may become more pronounced, leading to heated debates over power struggles during the Congress. Now, in relation to the rebuild aspect of it, Ford's commitment to transparency and accountability through strict adherence to the party's constitution suggests a significant shift in how the party affairs are managed. The plan to retain an auditor for a comprehensive audit of the party's assets, membership, and finances indicates a move towards greater oversight and scrutiny. We would believe that. This also exposes irregularities. Because if things are running how it's supposed to run, why do you now need to audit the assets, membership, and finances? Blank check could be the reason. I'm sorry, I mean Mr. Norton, Fadira, sorry. Could that be the reason? Right? Now, these audits and the checking of the assets and the membership and that kind of thing, this could expose irregularities and prompt calls for accountability that might not sit well with all the members. The potential for revealing internal mismanagement or corruption could spark intense confrontation. And you know our briefcase are always confrontational. You understand? Adding to the additional chaotic dynamics which I'm expecting at the Congress. Now, the upcoming PNCR Congress, with its focus on electing new leadership and implementing comprehensive reform, is set against the backdrop of existing internal conflicts and the drive for modernization. Royal Zeal 4's action plan, while addressing crucial issues, also highlights underlying tensions within the party. And as members gather to chart a course forward, the clash of the old versus the new, traditionalists versus the reformists, the pursuit of transparency and accountability could lead to a very tumultuous situation. So I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to happen there. Right? Now, I wanted to jump over to this post I saw Sherrod Duncan make on his profile sometime last night. People, I don't understand why Sherrod Duncan feels the need to make himself a complete fool when he knows why Exxon getting so much money from these oil deals. When Sherrod Duncan understands how the contract was signed and what brought about the current arrangement that we have right now. So it behooves me that Sherrod Duncan could actually come out with something like this. Now, what I wanted to raise with you is when my notes gone. Oh. Now, ExxonMobil Guyana reported a record-breaking revenue of 1.1 trillion. Right? Driven by increased production and the from its Prosperity and Unity FPSOs, despite lower oil prices. Now, the company's profit before tax is 752.7 billion, and after accounting for expenditures, the net profit, right, stood at 614.599 billion. I want to get these numbers right for you. I ain't able with no trouble. Now, this financial success underscores a critical issue. And the fact that Sherrod Duncan could post this, it reinforces my claim of how barefaced these people could be. Right? Now, the money that Exxon made there underscores a very critical issue: the mismanagement and the poor negotiation tactics of the APNU AFC government in securing the original oil deal, right? The 2016 Stabroek Block Agreement signed under the APNU AFC has been widely criticized for its unfavorable terms to Guyana. Now, according to a report by Global Witness, the deal expected to cost Guyana up to 55 billion in potential revenue over its 40-year span. The report highlights that the deal was rushed and signed just before Exxon announced one of the world's largest oil finds, the Lisa 2 well, indicating that the government did not leverage its position and negotiate better terms. Now, doesn't Sherrod Duncan know that Raphael Trotman, the then Minister of Natural Resources, ignored expert advice to delay the deal until more information on the Liza 2 discovery was available? Now, the premature signing deprived Guyana of crucial data that could have significantly strengthened its bargaining position. Moreover, the negotiations were completed under the looming threat of ExxonMobil potentially pulling out due to Venezuela's territorial claims, which added unnecessary pressure and led to a hasty agreement. Y'all telling me Sherrod Duncan doesn't know this? Y'all telling me Sherrod Duncan doesn't know this? Now, the AP and UFC government's handling of the ExxonMobil negotiations illustrates a significant lapse in securing the nation's best interest. With the growing importance of the oil and gas sector, it is imperative that future deals are approached with greater transparency, expert consultation, and strategic foresight to ensure Guyana maximizes its natural resource wealth. So, please, if Sherrod does not remember who put Guyana in this position, somebody needs to remind him. The fact that Raphael Trotman writing books and making himself a blasted fool now, knowing fully well his John Hancock on the contract, somebody should put two knuckle in him, not one, two, coop, in his head. Sherrod Duncan should get three, because the two of them come from the same party. So more so he should know why Exxon doing so well. More so he should know. So Sherrod, don't come out here to fool anybody to make them think that the PVP government had this kind of bad contract or signed the contract. Raphael Trotman did. You had access to Raphael to tell him, don't do stupidness, wait on the data. But no, you didn't do that. You allowed him to do foolishness. No, you're coming to tell people nonsense and posting nonsense. Y'all signed that contract. Y'all signed it. Now let me move on. I got a couple more things to abuse about this morning. Now, y'all saw this? Y'all saw this foolishness? Did anybody see this? I'm asking because I want to know if the nonsense has just come across my Facebook page or other persons are running into this trash too. Right? I'm wondering if other persons are running into this trash too. With these 10 new housing schemes that the AP and new AFC developed, where Mukesh Vishnu that morning to you, brother. Where are these housing schemes? I don't know. You hear me? Now, the funny part about it is these people don't even know how to big up their own self. Or I don't know if they were trying to use rounded numbers. And I can't say rounded numbers because you got 31 housing schemes upgraded and you have 3.1 US home improvement subsidies for hinterland and coastal homes. Right? Right? So these aren't rounded numbers. So 5,000, 10, 500, 50,000, rounded numbers. Now, listen, y'all have heard me here on this program say to you that the APNU AFC distributed just under 8,000 house lots. So they are even lying on themselves. Oh my goodness, look, you can't. Popsy. Pam, I know, but it's okay. I don't mind. I like to acknowledge all my viewers. No, like I'm saying, y'all have heard me on this program over and over and over say these people distribute just under 8,000 house lots, 7,000 something. 7,000 something, according to the official records from 2015 to 2020, house lot distribution. They are lying on themselves. Thank you, Leslie Mongol. Now, mind you, they distribute house lots. These schemes were developed by the PPP pre-2015. You understand? Pre-2015. So they don't even want to acknowledge properly what they would have done, right? So that 5,000 house lots distributed is incorrect. It's incorrect. And I'll say this to the AP and USC people. They did a little better. They did 2,000 and change more. But that does not compare in any way, shape, or form to what's currently happening under a PPPC Irfan-led administration. Now, the claims presented in the infographic regarding the APNU AFC's government achievement in the housing sector can be scrutinized and contrast with available data and reports from credible sources, not Sherrod Duncan, but the ministry. The ministry. And even if you Google news articles, you will see that this will it debunks it. Google will debunk all of this nonsense you're seeing in this file. Right? So, according to the statement from various news reports, and we've heard from the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, the actual number of house lots allocated by the APNU AFC government during their tenure. Why these people keep messaging me on WhatsApp? They know the time must be live. Jesus. Anyway, like I was saying, so the actual amount of house lots distributed under the Granger administration, 2015 to 2020, 7,534. Right? 7,534. Now, this figure, whilst it's higher than the 5,000 claimed in the infographic that's on your screen here, still pales in comparison to the PPP's performance post-2020, where over 30,000 house lots were distributed within 3 years. From 2020 to 2023. We ain't counting this year, we ain't counting next year. So for 5 years, you got 7,534. According to the APNU, it's only 5,000. Now you look at the 3-year tenure of this Irfan-led administration, 30,000 house lots. Lest we forget APNU AFC. Lest we forget. Right? Now let's jump over to this housing schemes develop. 10 housing schemes. Now, champ. Oh my God. The APNU government reportedly, based on information, because I Google, you understand? I Google. It was too early to call the ministry, but based on Google, right? The APNU AFC government developed only 3 major housing schemes. One at Peters Hall, Prospect Track E, and one at Providence. Not 10 that they claim in this infographic. So I given y'all exactly where the housing schemes are that they developed. And mind you, this is land that was already prepared, cleared for infrastructural work to go in and to be distributed to allottees by the Ramutara administration, right? And they came in, continued, and established those 3 housing schemes. Y'all remember Aubrey Norton talking about the chicken coops when you're driving along Providence? Y'all remember the man talking about the chicken coops when you're driving along Providence? That is one of the schemes. The chicken coops were built by, is Pagwali went over to housing? No, the Patterson woman. Can't remember which other minister. Oh, I think Ferguson was at housing as well. I think so. Can't remember. You understand? Perseverance. Thank you, Renato. Perseverance. Well, Perseverance is at the back of Providence, so that's why he's got a little mix up, right? In the vicinity, right? So those are the only 3 schemes that these people actually did some housing work in. And again, I maintain the schemes were already in the process of being set up by the housing ministry under the Ramutar presidency, the last PPP government before Ifran Ali came into office, or was elected to office, I should say. Right? Now, in the infographic, it also has upgrade to Torta 1 housing schemes. And no matter what Google, I couldn't find much information on these upgrades that they were talking about. But when you're looking at upgrades and new developments in housing schemes, I am saying to you that I believe that these developments that they were putting forward were significantly less than what's happening under the PPP administration. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, my brother. How are you, man? Long time I speak to you, man.
morning. Glad to catch you this morning.
I'm glad to catch you too because, as I said before, I must put a day when you must call in program.
Right.
Just put a day, man, like a Friday or a Saturday, or something.
Right.
And then, I call him to just tell you what, what nonsense going on, man. Is it really going on in this country now, man? Now Linden is the top topic now. Now I was listening to this guy on the hairy name Etimaya talking a lot of nonsense, but what happened now? So they like Linden, so now I was listening to rename God mostly he got a program called Jump Up or Jump On, something like that. And he got a program saying is that Lynn he didn't come out and tell them, but he said that persons should be compensated for the flood. And Linden, they call people in Linden destroyed. So one thousand people all over the place.
Exactly. Yeah.
But these people are part of the chorus. They don't do nothing properly. They don't sell nothing properly. God mostly is a cross. He said he put in he's throwing up. And everybody already that money like we should compensate the people money, not compensate them food and poor and them.
So God Moses is an idiot.
We're not telling people this is the problem he's got on a morning for causing problem. That's the problem with that. I was made to understand by the vice president, Senator Wario yesterday, saying that the teachers union want to start back negotiating from Monday. Something like that I heard him saying. Gaddafi story, I tell you, my brother, those are Nigerian stay. And it's the people them got the coach them now, them got Nigerian news with the nonsense. When Nigerian news can't know he can't win a case or he can't handle a case, those we stone to.
Yeah.
Those we stone to. It's a difficult case he handled, so he turning out to Negro. But then all you got to do is look at the dictionary and see what the definition of black. And what the definition of black is by all just put black. If you look it up and see what's Negro or whatever they call it, put black. Look up and see the definition of black and put black. And the vice president separate, they don't mind changing nothing. And he's right.
Yeah.
What they want to go? No, they want to go to Africa. They want to go to Africa, must be an African.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't no African. I'm a Guyanese.
I agree with you, brother.
They want to must put African. African. They want to go the center of this column. They want to go African. The African man say, no, he's a black man. As I said again, see the definition of black? I'm put black. Those are some of the things that I want to tell you that they forgot what I want to tell you about.
Well, I'm gonna identify a day. I'm gonna ask the viewers to let's identify a day, and we can set it today, so we gonna know which day is calling day.
Yeah, man. Because people has got a lot of things to call and tell you.
Right.
And at a lot of days, it is go there.
Yeah, yeah. So you just talked something that remind me of something that I had to say that I didn't forget to write down too.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I'm got to write down my
yes.
comments.
Yeah.
I forget some of them, and some is very interesting. It's when I don't have your dentist come to me.
I know. But I'm glad you get through to share some of them this morning.
Right, man. Good, man.
Good. So yesterday, I watching Kadaki program. Well, skimming through it, not watching it. Can't run it naturally. It's got to flip through the fast. Right? And Kadaki was making an argument that using the term black man and coolie man is okay. But Negro, no. So he's saying black man and coolie man is vernacular, right? Local vernacular. So that is fine. But saying Negro is offensive. Wow. People, y'all understand that argument? Wasn't the N-word considered vernacular in the countries where it was used predominantly? Among the persons who were using it, wasn't it considered their vernacular? I just wanted these people. Anyway, let me move on. I dealing with housing. Let Kadaki deal with his worries. That's the stupidity of some of them, you know. Anyway, now in terms of land titling, and I'm glad Renetta's small on this live because she's helping me to remember certain things. Do y'all remember which government built duplexes, right? Built duplexes, but didn't implement legislation to govern these new types of construction of homes. And the persons who they put in the duplex could even get the title because the laws again didn't govern duplex. Is this administration under the leadership of Minister Kroll and Minister Rodriguez tabled legislation so those people who living in duplex know, some of them not costing the government still, they could get the land title, right? So that they could have gotten their land titles. So that 15,000 they're talking about, all the persons who are living in those duplex homes in Perseverance there, who only got the land titles 2020 going forward. Why they don't mention that here? The mere fact that a government in 5 years built 100 houses a year, or you could probably divide it like 100 houses a year. Shameful. 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 And the fact that y'all want to boast about it, oh, even more disgraceful. Right? Even more disgraceful. So I don't want these APNU people to have the feeling that you can post this information and persons just gonna let it slide and not respond to you. Now, like I was talking about, the 500 houses built. So I want y'all to check the Guyana Chronicle when you're Googling the 500 houses built by the AP and UFC. And y'all check the Ministry of Housing and Waters press releases and those kind of things. The claim of 500 houses built does not match the detailed record available. The APNU AFC government's housing initiatives were criticized for its limited scope and impact. Now, in contrast to this PPPC government, they have built over 800 homes within 2 years. So 2020, let me go to 2022. Okay, you know that the little thieving period, the 5-month period there where, you know, that they try to thief the country. So from, let's say, mid-2022 to, sorry, mid-2020 to mid-2022, in the 2-year span, 800 houses built. Right? And mind you, not just building houses. So when I talk about housing, I'm talking about young professional, low income, core homes, these kinds of things. The different levels of young professional are different types, right? And the government, through housing, still continues to invest in large-scale housing projects to meet the growing demand. So you see, new housing scheme at Wales, under development currently. Charity, charity. That scheme, I think, supposed to be completed by now. The Prospect Young Professional Scheme. Y'all need to go. The only thing bad about that scheme, right? The Young Professional Scheme in Prospect is the roads. Right? The roads. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The roads are horrible there. But guess what? You can't whilst these people are constructing these homes, you can't put in the good road. The trucks gonna break them up. So the homes are almost finished being constructed in there. Then the roads will be done. Then when you go in there, you have a full appreciation of the investment by the government. You understand? Thank you, Richard Stanislaus. What they should have done is talk about the wooden scheme that they got at Home Church Avenue. Lest we forget. Lest we forget, coalition. Lest we forget. The wooden scheme at Home Church Avenue. And y'all got the testicular fortitude to post something like this. Y'all gotta calm down. That's too much testicles. These people for real? These people for real? I gotta get Lennox Gasper here, you know. We gotta get an update on the tongue week. That has passed a little while and we ain't hearing nothing about it. Just the other day, I heard a woman was talking about the concerts that were held around that time and how when Rick Ross come, if you see the security, no, when Burna Boy came, if you see the security he had, and when Rick Ross came, he had nothing. And listen to me, people. Y'all need to be honest. Y'all need to be honest. The arrival where Burna Boy came in on his private jet, right? Yeah, sir. The guy came up, they play with his own security, the tall white guy. Rick Ross had the same amount of security as Burna Boy. Come on, man. The guy in the police force don't provide bodyguard service. They don't the little escort services, yes. But the bodyguard service, these promoters, you got to pay for your security. So just like how Burna Boy had Lil Outrider, Rick Ross had Outrider. Just like Burna Boy concert had police at the show, Rick Ross show had police at the show. What more were you expecting? Somebody to pick up lift the police guy, the police force to come and pick up lift Rick Ross and lift him around as he in Guyana? But again, is the misinformation being spread in certain quarters that cause people to run away with these ideas? Right? And when you ask some of them where you get this information from, how you come about this information, it's the usual suspects. Right? It's the usual suspects. So they're never gonna say to you, well, I went online and I Googled this or I checked this. It's either Mark Benchcop, Rickford Burke, Sherrod Duncan, who's the people's idiot, man? The people's idiot. Oh gosh, Nima Flubes. She showed him the people something. But anyway, listen, these people here, their main job is to mislead you. I'm glad that Christopher Jones has eased with the misleading rhetoric. I saw him. I won't call his post about the independence celebration misleading. I'll call it unpatriotic. That unpatriotic Guyanese Christopher Jones, who I'm not related to, sit in his Kia with his sunroof open, and the constituents, the people who voting for ye, ain't got access to them kind of things. They couldn't get a grant to open a barbershop. And the amount of grant Chris get, I think 3 people could open 3 separate barbershops. And my main issue too, let me take this thing off the screen. My main issue too, why you open the barbershop up to now? Why? You're telling me that you, former director of sport, he wasn't a member of parliament. No, I don't think he was a member of parliament under the APN. He was the director of sport. Former director of sport, now member of parliament, chief whip for the opposition. You can't afford to open a barbershop. You can't afford to open a barbershop. You serious? Up to now, you ain't even trying to show Guyanese. The Guyanese are following you. Hey, man, they fight me down, allegedly. Although I was probably not eligible for this grant or whatever it is, given my financial capabilities, my salary that I get in, all them voiceovers are doing. You understand? That I could have do it on my own. You can't even say what the government prosecute me, but I do it on my own. What happened to the barbershop? Open the blasted barbershop. Spend your money. Christopher Jones is what you could call a dismal failure to Afro-Guyanese youths in this country. You, Christopher Jones, who claim to be the voice of the youth, complete failure. You ain't do nothing or sense as a director of sport. You put little lights at Buxton Community Center ground. You upgrade the grounds in Linden there. Waste. And they claim to love Linden and Afro-Guyanese. And look, here. At the end of the day, the track record of these people always speak for them. And Christopher Jones and all those persons from that side who used to claim, give us a chance and we'll show you what we will do. You got that chance and you showed Guyanese. They're not willing to give it to you again. Because all the claims you made about the PPP and your 23 years in office, all these claims that you made, you guys did not come into office and make good on dealing with any of these allegations. Not a single PPP government official in relation to any allegation made by the opposition during the 23 years of PPP rule in Guyana was brought or made factual or true or arrested for misconduct or anything like that. Right? We get none of that. Good morning.
Good morning, Courdel. I see Mr. Lewis, Lincoln Lewis, spurring the teachers and these kind of things. It's good for them, man. You know, when you reach a certain age, you got to go and cool out yourself.
That's a Guyana.
You got to go and cool out yourself for them age, buddy. And the man got one set of old people that wrong in a circle. And I sure he got bottle of water with them when they did it.
That's brother. Another waste, Lincoln Lewis. Another waste. You understand? They realize that they have a certain faction of Afro-Guyanese that follow them. And they realize that some of those Guyanese that follow them, they're not big on research or factual information. Whoever's presented to them, that's what they're running with. That's who's following Lincoln Lewis. People like Lincoln Lewis and them. Right? The people who follow Courdel Jones are those persons who are not highly educated, but could listen to a soft voice that will talk to you and make you feel like you're important. It's the green affair happening at Congress Place. That kind of nonsense. So Christopher Jones is a male version of Cathy Hughes. They talk fancy and people feel, oh gosh, they got all this knowledge because they sound fancy. Foolishness. Foolishness. Right? Foolishness. Christopher, somebody talk about Retty Meyer here. I deal with Retty Meyer since the other day. Somebody sent a video and I played it here and I dealt with it. We're still waiting for Retty Meyer to show me some state asset that they recover for the state. Or it's Asar or so, whichever one he being, we're still waiting to see what they getting paid to do. Right? What special crime to stop or what asset to recover, whichever one he being at. And I maintain, if Elson Lowe was there, I could understand why he made the statements he made on his video the other day. He has been indoctrinated into the idiocy that is perpetuated by Elson Lowe. You understand? Elson Lowe's stupidity does flow like when horse trotting. Smooth, 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 smooth. Look. Anyway. Let me stop. But Elson Lowe is stupid. Definitely. No qualms about that. Stupid guy. So Retty Meyer and all these persons who talking about Linden, y'all make a list. Lest we forget. Christopher Jones, Deron Adams, Jordan Figueroa, the very sickly Sharma Solomon. You need to go and get a test, brother. You look on the wrong you. But let them make a list, lest we forget their accomplishments in Region 10. Right? Their accomplishments in Region 10. I noticed the Vice President spoke about the bridge that Annette told me about when I oh my God. When I asked Annette to tell me one of the things that they do for the people. I should tell them about some bridge in Maruka. Right? Now, the vice president spoke about the bridge. And he said, hear me, but he tell me at his press conference. And he spoke about the bridge being a big bridge, but over a small little creek. So this is show you how these people just waste. You didn't need all of this. Look at this bridge. Look at this bridge. Right? Look at this little creek coming here. And this is what they're proud of. This is what they're proud of. The bridge got a purpose. It probably was needed. Right? But I am sure money going people pocket here. Right? I'm sure money going people pocket here. Anyway, I'm going to allow y'all to... Oh, this is old. Sally Jones, I thought you sent me something else here. Sorry, let me stop sharing this screen. Anyway, guys, Christopher Thomas, there are too many to mention. Look at this question Christopher asking. Christopher, too many to mention. Christopher, but he wasn't a minister. You got Harmon, you had George Norton, you had Simone Brooms, Valda Lawrence. Who else I had by? David Patterson. Minister. Cathy Hughes. Who else? At least there's 7. That's 7 off the top of my head. I don't really remember who the ministers are because they were very insignificant persons, like Noel Holder. Noel Holder did nothing of significance as a minister of agriculture. You should remember him by nothing. So much so that Noel Holder can't even comment on agricultural matters now. Because he doesn't have anything to compare it to. Literally nothing. So even if the agriculture minister they share out one seed, he do better than Noel Holder. That's the legacy Noel Holder left as agricultural minister. What a minister they had by Felix used to they used to have the allegations of the Haitians, they bringing them in and giving them citizenship. Cameron Ramjetan with the gun thing, the allegations about the selling the gun license. So that's 7, 8, 9. Who else by? You could call, what's your name, Karen Cummins, with your antics at the GCOM office there in Georgetown, threatening to take away accreditation from the international observers. Scandalous. So, Chris, we got at least 9 to 10 ministers. Scandalous, AP and UFC. Horrible. Anyway, guys, before I go, what's the best day for us to make the program call in? I'm waiting for the suggestions in the comment before I leave. Best day for calling. I saw somebody say Friday. Right. All right. So we can set Friday as the day for calling. All right, good. So Friday, the second half of the show, because most likely I'll have stuff I want to share in the first half. So Friday after 8:30, the latter part of the program, the half an hour call-in segment. I will take calls during the week as well, when it was just completely clogged up. Anyway, guys, I have to get out of here. Y'all continue to be good guys. I'll see you right here, same time, same place, on Monday. Wow. And be safe out there this weekend. If you're going to drink, get a designated driver. Look out for those persons on the roadway who might not be looking out for you. And as I always say, before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble.